On October 21, 1967, 50,000 Vietnam War protesters surrounded the Pentagon, the U.S. Department of Defense headquarters. Norman Mailer's The Armies of the Night captures this event through a groundbreaking fusion of journalism and fiction, earning the Pulitzer Prize and cementing its status as a seminal text of the new journalism movement. Norman Mailer's dual journey as writer and participant. Born in 1923 to a Jewish middle-class family in New Jersey, Mailer solidified his identity as a writer after graduating from Harvard and serving in World War II. His debut novel, The Naked and the Dead, 1948, established him as a sharp critic of post-war American society, with critics noting his stylistic lineage to Hemingway. By 1967, Mailer had already stirred controversy with The White Negro, 1957, an essay defending countercultural movements like the Beat Generation. During the Pentagon protests, he transitioned from observer to active participant, enduring arrest and jail time. These experiences form the backbone of Part 1, History as a Novel, where Mailer blends autobiography with fictionalized introspection. The fractured landscape of 1960s America. Three pivotal conflicts underpin the book's context. The moral quandary of the Vietnam War. The government framed the war as a fight against communist expansion, while younger generations condemned it as imperialist aggression. This generational divide fueled nationwide unrest, ideological clashes. The old left advocated for systemic reform, while the new left embraced anarchic resistance. Hippies, meanwhile, rejected politics altogether. Mailer critiques their alliance as a collision of dissonant ideologies. Literary paradigm shifts. Modernism's emotional restraint gave way to postmodernism's emphasis on subjective experience. Mailer's stream of consciousness narration in The Armies of the Night epitomizes this shift. Structural innovation. Blending fact and fiction. Part 1. History as a Novel. Mailer recounts his three-day arrest in third person, painting himself as a vain, fame-driven figure more invested in networking with celebrities than ideological purity. This deliberate self-fictionalization blurs the line between reportage and literary invention. Part 2. The Novel as History. Here, Mailer adopts a historian's lens, chronicling the protest's 72-hour buildup. He details tacit agreements between authorities and demonstrators, e.g., protest routes, time limits, alongside visceral accounts of tear gas and clashes. The narrative highlights that National Mobilization Committee's military-like organization, led by David Dellinger, framing protesters as a citizen army. The moral ladder and modern relevance. Jailed after the protest, Mailer contemplates the moral ladder, a metaphor for intellectuals' detachment from tangible action. He argues that abstract theorizing avoids the muddy battlegrounds where real change occurs. This idea resonates with modern movements like Black Lives Matter, where online activism often diverges from on-the-ground efforts. In 2024, the book is revisited not just as anti-war literature but as a sociological study of collective action dynamics. Its analysis of #activism versus physical mobilization offers a framework for understanding digital age dissent, critique, a crossroads of literary experimentation and historical testimony. The Armies of the Night redefines genre boundaries. Part 1's fictionalized self-portrait contrasts with Part 2's detached chronicle, a dual narrative strategy that underscores the multi-layered nature of truth. However, modern readers may struggle with references to 1960s specific groups like the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, SNCC. Some critics also argue that Mailer's self-deprecating humor, e.g., eagerly awaiting arrest to join a party, risks trivializing the era's gravity. Ultimately, the book transcends anti-war discourse to document individual resistance against power structures. Mailer's belief that history remains incomplete without literary imagination feels urgently relevant in an era of blurred facts and fiction. Scattered across 560 pages are shards of truth only a writer embedded in history's crucible could unearth, a testament to the power of bearing witness. This work invites not just reading but dialogue with a bygone era, challenging us to confront how we document, distort, and distill truth in our own time.